All right, guys, time for another Alt Weekly review, because we're going to look at the cards that sold last night on the Alt Weekly auction that ended April 10th, Thursday evening. Preview, because we're going to look at the cards that are available and up for bidding that are going to end next Thursday, April 17th. This is a getaway video for me. I came in this morning. My family leaves on a little weekend soccer trip over to Gulf Shores, or near Gulf Shores, Alabama, for my youngest son, and we're going to spend some beach time today. But I did have to get in here at 6 a.m. to get this video out for you guys because I'm too damn consistent. So hopefully you enjoy the video, and this Alt Weekly Review Preview gets your weekend off to a great start in and out of the hobby. As always, comment below if you are one of the buyers or the sellers of some of these great cards that we're going to look at today on this Alt Review Preview video. Enjoy. Hey guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. We have got our Alt Weekly Review Preview. Let's not waste any time. I want to get this one done quick. I want to get out of town. I'm heading over to Alabama, which is where people from Louisiana go to vacation. I know that sounds weird. Anyway, we've got it starting here on last night's auction. This did end on April 10th. Let's start with Evan Mobley. Oh, do you remember he was going to be the next Tim Duncan? Oh, did you not remember that he was supposed to be the next Garnett? Or he was a combination of Garnett and Tim Duncan. How is that working out? Not real good. Really good player, but not Kevin Garnett, not Tim Duncan good. But he's still young, so we'll see how Evan Mobley pans out. He is on a damn good team. Cavs are going to push the Celtics for the East title for sure. They're certainly expected to meet in the finals. We'll see how that turns out. This is 2021 National Treasures rookie patch autograph. It's a really good looking card. It's a BGS 910 for the autograph. Look at that patch. It just looks really cool. I love that color. It is a 910, as we said. This card's only sold once. We'll ring the bell because it doesn't look like a BGS 910 has sold before. It is only a Pop 2, and this is that gold first off the line parallel, so it's serial numbered to only 24. It looks like Evan Mobley's cards are running a little bit the last 90 days, no doubt because of the team success. And again, he is a really good player, just not transcendent, right? So everybody needs to chill a little bit with those comparisons, and I think they have. But 2-3 years ago, I was shouting from the mountaintops that this is not Tim Duncan. This is not Kevin Garnett. Why? Because he can't play offense. And so he's getting a little bit better, but I still wouldn't consider him a well-rounded player right now. Good defensive player on a really good team. 2024, Stephon Castle, giant head, little body, tiny legs, cartoon card. Sells for $3,000, believe it or not. Next to that, we got a Kobe Manuscripts autograph from Panini Excalibur, which is a product of yesteryear. This PSA 10 is a serial number to 149, and it sold for $3,001 American dollar. That is a pretty good sale. It kind of buffers a sale from a year and a month ago of $3,250, and it's certainly way up from 2022 and 2023. Kobe cards, as we know, although it looks like they're starting to tail a little bit at the end here, are still up 8.31%. Which is about double what Natalia says that the basketball card market is doing over the last 90 days. Moving along, Steph Curry gold tops, not Topps Chrome, but tops. Serial number 2009, PSA 7. Damn, that's a harsh grade. Does that look that bad? Goodness gracious, what's the deal? The centering looks okay. There must be some crayons or spaghetti marks on the back of the card or something. Jeez, 3,226. Pretty good sale there. Last 4 sales. Well, that's relisted. So let's look at last maybe 5-6 sales. Yeah, dipping into the 2000s here in early January of 2025 this year, and then looks to have bounced back a little bit, about $500 up from there. I think there's some people out there that believe that the Warriors have a chance to do something in the playoffs. I am not one of those people because their center is Draymond Green, unless you want to include this dinosaur Kevon Looney as the center. 2020, I know there's a white kid that shoots threes named Post, but I don't suspect he'll be a huge factor in the playoffs, but I've been wrong before. We'll see. I just don't think they have enough inside to be relevant, especially when you match up with the best player on earth, Nikola Jokic, who's 7 foot and 900 pounds and sloppy and a genius. And then you obviously I'll also have to match up at some point with Oklahoma City Thunder with their two-headed big man monster and just awesome size all across the board. I just don't know if the Warriors or the Lakers, for that matter, who are huge in the backcourt but tiny in the front court, I just don't know if that's going to work out for those teams. 2021 Spectra Luka Doncic Color Blast, 3,496. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, we keep seeing record after record after record. We're about to check on this. Remember, when I do these videos, the reason I love doing these alt review preview videos, when I do the videos for the other auction house on Mondays, I have to pull up Card Ladder, and so I know if a card did good or bad. Here, I have to guess, and so you guys, I sometimes sound stupid saying that seems like a really high, and then I'll look at it and it's really low, or that seems really low, and then I'll look at it and it's an all-time record. I haven't looked at the pricing history of this card, this Purple Prism Shai Gilgeous-Alexander anti-color match card, but we're going to look at it together. Purple Prism from that year with serial number to 75, 4,043. It's a pop 19. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from the aforementioned Oklahoma City Thunder seems to have shattered an all-time record. With this 4,043 sale, you can see a very clear trend. Watch this. Stay with me. 1854 up to 1999, up to 2625, up to 3550, dip to 3452, up to an all-time record of 3895, up to last night's all-time record of 4,043. So this is the highest price ever paid for a Pop 19 Purple Prism Shai Gilgeous-Alexander rookie card. Here's a card that I really, really dig. If I was going to put a set together, I'd have to at least seriously consider putting together a 1990s Take It to .net set. This Kobe Bryant PSA 10 is serial numbered to 1,000. We saw Kobe Bryant cards up about 8%. 4,386 for this Pop 50 PSA 10. What is that? Good, bad, ugly? Who knows? January of this year, 3720. Up to 4,000, up to 5,000 on Fanatics 4 days ago, and then settles in at 4,400. So the second highest of the last 4 sales. I have to believe that's still probably pretty good if we look back. Yeah, if you're over $4,000, that's pretty good. I think that may have only happened a couple times in the past 2 or 3 years. So you're looking at a really good sale last night of that Kobe Bryant Take It to .net, which again is just a otherworldly design, a really special insert from the 90s, and actually quite attainable in a little bit lower grade. Obviously, you're going to be out $4 or $5 grand if you want to pick one up in a PSA 10. Allen Iverson Autograph Flawless from 2013, serial number 10, does 4,620. Here's a card with an interesting story. This is the Skybox Premium Silky Smooth without the netting. This is a card that's discussed at length on the Cajun Cardboard Michael Jordan Hierarchy video series. Go check it out in the playlist, Michael Jordan Hierarchy, on this very YouTube channel, and you won't be disappointed. A lot of Michael Jordan conversation on that playlist. This BGS 9.5 Mixed Gem Silky Smooth does $4,920, which is no doubt an all-time record. Why? Because there's only 4 gems in the world. This is one of 2 BGS 9.5s, so 4,920. This is a card that I did bid on, and of course, the winning bidder urinated me as he flew by me to that winning bid of 4,920. I was willing to get aggressive, but I was not willing to get that aggressive. 2020 Flawless Patch Autograph Gold LaMelo Ball, serial number to 10. Remember him? He's great. He sucks. He's great. He's injured. He's great. He's injured. He does something nobody else can do. He's injured. He's the next Magic Johnson. He's injured. The Hornets are absolutely atrocious. I don't know what Cooper Flagg's doing. Is he going back to school, which I find very hard to believe, or is he coming out? And if he comes out, is he going to be a Hornet? Is he going to be a Wizard? Is he going to be a who am I forgetting that's absolutely terrible? A Utah Jazz man? What's he going to do? 2020 Flawless Patch Auto Autograph Gold, 5,040 for that one. And then everybody's hero, it is Amen Thompson of the Houston Rockets, the second seeded what? Yes, second seeded in the West, Houston Rockets, who are going to find themselves in a battle no matter who comes out as that 7 seed in the West. It's going to be a veteran team, which is going to pose some serious problems for these young Houston Rockets. We'll see if they can out-athleticize their opponents and out-youth their opponents in the first round of the playoffs, which, believe it or not, starts next week. I can't wait for this. 2023 Prime Selections Nike patch 1 of 1 does 5,640. That card's never sold, so we'll ring the bell. Amen Thompson is still up 68% over the last 90 days, and some of his cards are up hundreds of percent. You don't believe me? Go look for yourself. Another flawless serial number to 10 patch autograph for LaMelo Ball does 63.49. How about the gold kaboom Chet Holmgren PSA 8? Rumor has it these things are wildly off center, so very difficult to find in high grade. This gold Chet Holmgren rookie card does 9,900. It's a PSA 8 pop 1. Check it out. There's 110, 3 9s, and 1 8. This card does 9,900. Chet, the zombie picture of Chet, right? Goth, zombie, Nosferatu, Chet, vampire Chet picture is down 7.87% over the last 90 days. So unlike his Oklahoma City Thunder teammates, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet is heading in a drastically different direction for whatever reason, according to Alt's 90-day auction. Another LaMelo Ball. Somebody's getting out of the LaMelo Ball game. I wonder if these are all from the same seller. Serial number to 99. This is his true RPA from 2020 National Treasures. It does 10,140 in a BGS 8.5. I'm guessing that's going to be bad. That's actually great. See, that's my point. It's like when I think a card seems like it's bad, it's good. And when I think it's good, it's bad. Jeez, that is way higher than all these. Okay, so I was about to say, I figured this card had seen better days. Unfortunately, someone is into this card for 35,000 U.S. currency. 10,000 last night actually looks really good in comparison to the last one that sold in September of 2024, also on alt for 5,580. So interesting stuff going on with that card right there. PSA 7 Wilt Chamberlain. We got to look this up because Wilt is one of the GOATs. He's really close. In fact, he is, I'm just going to tell you, he's on my Rushmore. And Rushmore means 4, so he is on my Rushmore in some order. I'm not getting into that today, but he's on there with Jordan, LeBron, who I've learned to despise recently, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Wilt Chamberlain. I try to stay objective at this advanced age of my life. But this Wilt does 13,693. This is a card that's been as high as 14.1 recently on April 2nd. 8 days later, it does 13,693. That's a good sale. Some of you vintage experts are going to have to look at this and tell me because, vintage is different than modern, which is different than the 90s, which is different than the 80s. Tell me if this is a good PSA 7 or a bad PSA 7. PSA 7 is a pop 246, but just take an if you think grades are important in the ultra modern, look at the difference between a 7 selling for 13,000 and a 9 selling for 132,000, and as high in the last couple of years as 252,000. That is $250,000 American dollars. That is a huge number. So grade matters in vintage to the extreme. Cracked Ice autograph Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, serial number to 25, BGS 9.5, does 16,747. Did this one break a record just like every other Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the last few months? Yes, it did, and it's not close. This is a damn card. My goodness, what a great story this is. This is a card you could have picked up on eBay in 2023, exactly 2 years ago, for $3,400. Now it's $16,747,000, which is almost a full $6,000 up from the last all-time record, which was set a little bit less than a year ago. So another all-time record here. Here's a card that I talked about in my preview last week, right? So you're going to start to see every time I do a review preview, those cards, you'll see me talk about them in the preview. And then usually without fail, a lot of those cards are going to appear in the review because they consistently stay at or near the top of the auction. I really liked the look of this card. I like the vertical patch window with the vertical lines running in the 3-color patch. I just think it's a great looking card of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in his black Clippers uniform. Remember that awesome trade where the Clippers got a bunch of, Paul George and crap in return? return. And then the Oklahoma City Thunder got set for the next decade. Yeah, that was a great trade. How did that trade turn out? It's going to end up being one of the worst trades in the history of the NBA. No doubt about it. And there's been some really horrific trades, right? We talked most recently about this Doncic trade, which doesn't look to be working out real well for the Dallas Mavericks. All-time record, no surprise here. This card sells for $26,400. It's a Pop 5. It's a Pop 5 as a BGS 9.5. This card is up 9,000 plus from the last sale, which was just a few months ago. What is that, 5 months ago, 6 months ago in December, just before Christmas? And that sale was an all-time record. So $9,000 on top of the last all-time record 7 months ago. Big card right there. Really good result. How about Star? How's Star PSA 6 is doing? We're not going to look at the entire history of the Star card, but we'll look at this PSA 6. Again, some of you Star experts, please look at this. Tell me, is this what a 6 is supposed to look like? Is it a bad 6, a good 6? Obviously, we know left to right centering is always an issue. It's the first thing that kind of stands out to me when I look at a Star card. Just like centering on the 86 Fleer is the first thing that you look at. Specifically, left to right for some reason seems to take priority over top to bottom. But 26.4 looks to be a pretty down sale, even though Jordan cards are up almost 10%. Yeah, so this is going to be the lowest since January. So we've got a 29, 32, 26, 26, 28, 26. So not the end of the world, but 26.4, a little bit down from the prior sales. Moving along, we've got a, believe it or not, I never thought I was going to say this. I did not have Alexander Sarr on my bingo card as one of the top 3 highest selling cards on last night's alt weekly auction, but there is a lunatic in our midst who paid $30,000. That's probably like a, it's like a BMW 3 Series without all the bells and whistles. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just a really loaded out Kia Spectra or, something like that. I don't know, but $30,000 to me can do a hell of a lot of damage. I can get you a lot of Tier 1 Jordan. You can get 2 Tier 1 Jordan cards for $30,000 in the hierarchy. But somebody decided to put that into Alexander Sarr, who unfortunately I have watched play quite a bit this year. He's bouncy, he's long, he's going to defend well, but he's like, I don't see him transitioning into the next Evan Mobley. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Evan Mobley's catching strays in this video. I don't see him as the next Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan. Let's just put it that way. And I don't think he's the next Giannis Antetokounmpo, which is what everybody likes to say about every athletic 7-foot black person who comes from, Europe, is that they're the next Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, he's probably not going to be that. So unfortunately, a lot of the comps are based on what people look like, what color they are, what they look like, what they're shaped like, instead of what they actually play like, right? But this Alexander Sarr Black Prism PSA 9, good Lord, $29,052. His cards are up 4% over the last 90 days. That is just a lot of money to pay for an ultra-modern prospect. But what we know about this is that it is probably one of his, depending on how you feel about patch autos or, true, color and all that crap, just straight flat cards, not autograph cards. This is probably one of his 5 best cards in the world, right? Maybe his best. It depends on your perspective, I guess. 2003 Exquisite Collection Limited Logo Autograph Kobe Bryant. Certainly, this is a card that I did preview in the review preview last Friday morning when you watched my video. $72,000 for this BGS 8.5 Pop 21. This is a card with, we always got to check and make sure the autograph is a 10. There you go. It's on the back. Old Beckett slab. Way up. 72,000 is way up. Somebody, these are autograph 9, so we got to throw those out. But we can compare apples to apples here when on Card Hobby, this exact grade card sold for $43,000. $29,000 jump from that sale is big. How about this? 2 years ago, you could have picked this card up for less than half, $31,200. In fact, I was about to say, I forgot about 2022. Somebody threw out $103,000 for this card back in 2022. $114,000. So a lot of some wild undulations. I'd like to see what a graph would look like on this card. But let's zoom in because this limited logos is one of the best inserts there is and one of the best sets there is. This is first year prime First year exquisite 3-color patch, amazing patch. Autograph looks fine to me. But again, I'm no autograph expert. But what a card. What an amazing sale last night, $72,000. And this is a card that I posted about on my Instagram story. I thought people needed to take a closer look at it. It is a sticker autograph, but man, you know, sometimes they do a really good job on the sticker. Again, I don't know how it's a sticker autograph, because when you look at the card, I see an autograph going over Kobe's shoulder, but I can see his shoulder in the background. So I have to ask myself, how is it a sticker autograph? I don't know. I don't know if it's a sticker. You know what? Let me just get off. I don't know if it's a sticker autograph or not. I'm just going to leave it out there. Because I don't know how that would be a sticker. It seems like if it was a sticker autograph, the sticker would cover Kobe's shoulder, but maybe it's a clear sticker. I just don't know enough about the card, so don't shoot the messenger. But this card has the 3 autographs you want on a triple auto card: Kobe, LeBron, Jordan. It's serial numbered to only 25. It is a gem copy. It's got a 10 for the autograph, so we're just checking box after box. And this card sold for $91,202 last night. I like to think that my Instagram post had a little bit to do with that, right? Maybe I put 4 or 5 more eyeballs on the card. Maybe I caught the right FU deep pockets rich dude out there who happened to be looking at my Instagram story, and he jumped in here and decided I'll take that card for a Porsche. 91,202 is the big winner last night. What about the Jordan stuff that sold last night? Well, we're always going to look at the Jordan stuff. And believe it or not, a quick strike went off last night. What's the first thing you look for when you look at a Jordan quick strike? And again, I skipped these 3 cards because we just talked about them, right? So what about the quick strike is the first thing we got to look for? Well, we got to look for the fleck marks in the card. And let's pull the card up and make sure. And this one for an 8, I mean, this looks great, right? Because this is a real, almost like a pearl type foil on the card. And if any of that foil is missing, it's an eyesore big black. It looks like a big black ink pen, a felt tip pen or a Sharpie. Somebody pushed it onto your card. This one looks really good to me for an 8. And again, it's a 2D image, and I don't have the card in my hand, but it looks really, really good. This PSA 8 is a pop 147. And as you can see, the PSA 10 is just like a Sasquatch, man. 17 in the world. There are 16 9.5, so 33 combined gems between the 2 big grading companies. Is this a good sale, bad sale? What is this, right? Well, this quick strike went off for $701. That's a pretty good sale. It's up from 2 weeks ago where it sold for $620, down from $820, down from $810. It's going to just depend because there's going to be some 8s with those black marks missing. I like the idea of picking up a quick strike 8 with no apparent foil missing on the surface of the card. That's a pretty good one. Again, we can look at the back as well and sort of zoom in and see maybe a little bit. It's just too hard to tell, and it might be the image. So let me know what you guys think. Some of you Jordan experts, some of you quick strike experts out there. Scoring Kings, PSA 6 does 546. I would say the most in-demand Michael Jordan insert of all time. I'm not saying the best. I'm not saying the most valuable. I'm saying the most in demand, the most recognizable. I hate to use this word, but maybe the most iconic of all the Michael Jordan inserts, in that it was from 1993, and it was just so different from anything that we had ever seen. Some people might say the Beam Team, right? Some people may choose maybe the 86 Fleer sticker, Jordan's first insert, as the greatest, most iconic insert of all time. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments about what Jordan's greatest insert is. 546 is right on the number. Nothing crazy here. Up 20 bucks from the last one, down 80 from that one, about the same as the one before that. So Jordan cards are doing well. PSA 6 Scoring Kings, congrats to whoever put that in their collection. Wizards Refractor, Topps Chrome, Zone Busters, PSA 9 does $389. It's nice that you can get some Jordan refractors in mint condition in your collection for a few $100. I think that's great, and I think a lot of people tend to forget about that, and this is actually a really big sale. In fact, that might be the all-time record. In fact, I'm going to ring it. I think that's the all-time record. I guess we should keep going back, but you know what? I like ringing the bell, and you guys like hearing it. 389 is a big number. I mean, that's almost double what it was, as recently as 2024, 23. So I like that sale. That's a big sale right there, and that's where we're going to kill it on the Jordan stuff. What's available in next week's auction? We're going to look at 9 of them. Let's start with the Mojo Prism Luka Doncic. I guess a lot of you guys saw he went back to Dallas and busted their ass and dropped 45 on them, and the crowd started chanting, "Fire Nico." They did a little tribute video for Doncic. He started crying on the bench and then just absolutely impregnated the Dallas Mavericks that were on the floor, including Anthony Davis. it sounds like that might not turn out to be a very good trade. Speaking of bad trades, this guy was traded for Paul George and a bag of chips. This serial number to 99, rich man's color match. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander Prism Blue Ice is available, as well as this quad autograph. You got Magic and Bird, you got Kobe and LeBron. It's deemed authentic with no grade for the autograph. It is a quad autograph with a 9 autograph grade. It says 9 autograph grade. Oh, that's that new thing where if it doesn't grade a 10, they put the autograph grade on the PSA website, but they don't put it on the card. I don't know. Somebody drew my attention to that. I was not aware of that, but apparently that's a deal where if it's a 10 autograph, they put it on there, slab. But if it's not, they just put it on the website, but they don't put it on the slab. I don't know. Somebody comment below and make sure I'm getting that right. How about this dual autograph? Oh my God, this card is going to do crazy numbers. This card's going to go really big. This is a 2007 SP Authentic. Look at this, guys. Good night. You got the green and black haired worm here. So Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan, Sign of the Times dual, PSA 7. This is a Pop 3 serial number to 50 dual autograph card of 2 of the best to ever do it. Wow, that's an awesome card. Star Swatch Gold, Luka Doncic, PSA 9. How about this Dirk Nowitzki Credentials Now, serial number to 68? BGS 10. BGS 10 has got to be a Pop 1. Yeah, okay, that's a Pop 1. There's 7 9.5s. This card actually doesn't grade too bad, but BGS 10 means, hey, you know what? I'm the biggest Dirk Nowitzki collector in the world. I think I will bid on this BGS 10 so I can tell everybody, see, I told you, I've got the best Dirk Nowitzki 1998 Credentials Now card in the history of mankind. And this is a rookie, guys. Don't forget, this is his rookie card, serial number to 68, BGS 10. That's a card that might age very, very, very well. Dirk, after all, has one of the greatest NBA championship rings of all time. If you don't believe me, go look at his roster. Not one All-Star on his team. Not one All-Star on his team that season. And look at the string of historically great teams that he beat to win that ring, including none other than LeBronius James when he was with the Miami Heat. 2023 Asar Thompson Gold Prism. We know what people are doing for anybody with the last name Thompson. LaSalle Thompson even. No, I'm just kidding. LaSalle Thompson cards are safe at the price point they're at. Black Prism 1 of 1 Franz Wagner. PSA 10 is going to do whale type numbers. That's a really, really big Franz Wagner rookie auto right there. Again, I know it's sticker, but that's all you're going to get from Prism, right? You're not going to get any on-card Prism autographs, or at least not in the last decade. 1998 Upper Deck. MJ Game Worn Warm-Ups, PSA 10. Man, that card hits on a really high level from a visual appeal. Does it not? Good night. What's the back look like? I never seen this card. Congratulations. Big Dick McWilliam says, congratulations. You've received an MJ Game commemorative warm-up jersey card. On the front of this card is an authentic piece of game warm-ups worn by Michael Jordan. We hope you enjoy this. Sincerely, Dick McWilliams, CEO of Upper Deck, always bringing you the best. Huge patch, like big-time looking purple patch here, but with a hint of yellow. It almost looks like a flag, like a Laker flag if you turn the card sideways. A Laker version of the American flag. There's no stripes on it, though. Anyway, this 2015 Flawless Patch, Ruby, Kobe. No autograph, just a patch. Serial number to 12, arbitrary number. 2000 with 14 bids. How about a Revolution Kobe Bryant autograph? These Revolution autographs, I'm almost certain were on card. And I remember having a bunch of De'Aaron Fox autograph rookie Revolutions. This PSA 10 is at 1980. Anthony Edwards horizontal serial number to 49 rookie patch autograph right there in a 9.5 minimum gem. One more row. We're going to talk about the 2019 Flawless Steph Curry USA Basketball. What has Steph Curry ever done for USA Basketball? What has he ever done for USA Basketball? For those of you who don't recall, not long ago, less than a year ago, this guy put on one of the best performances, not just in one game, and it was in one game, but in 2 games in the semifinals and the finals of the Olympics, he did things that were otherworldly and solidified himself as, even I'm at the point where, and he is now one of the 10 greatest players that has ever played the sport of basketball. I'll say it, and I do say he is the greatest shooter that has ever walked the face of the earth. Let me know in the comments. If you don't agree, you can fight me. You can come down here. Well, you can't come down here because I'm going on vacation to Alabama, so you got to meet me in Alabama if you want to fight on the beach like they do in teenage beach movies. BGS 10, Luka Doncic, fast break blue. These were serial number to 175. BGS 10 takes it into pretty select company. That makes it a pop 15, even though there's 175 out there. I kind of like that. I think this is the first year that the fast break product came out. Well, that's not true. 2017, I think, was the first year the fast break product came out, because I remember there's a neon green Jason Tatum fast break. I think there is, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost positive. And then right next to it, we got a Nikola Jokic Kaboom Gold PSA 7. Can he still get the MVP? I don't know if he can or not. You guys got to let me know what you think. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We're at the 30-minute mark. Alt auctions end every single Thursday. Don't forget, just go put a little weekly reminder in your Microsoft Outlook calendar to where you get a message every Thursday afternoon saying, hey, don't forget to go check out Alt. Maybe there's a way to move your collection forward and pick up some of the best basketball cards in the world, with an emphasis, although we did see a Wilt 1961 Fleer PSA 7 do really well, with an emphasis on super rare, low pop, ultra modern cards. That is sort of the tag that these Alt weekly auctions are getting based on my review and the cards that are doing the big numbers on here. Another feature that Alt offers that I think is in everybody's best interest, even if your allegiance is to another platform, another auction house, another vault. One thing Alt does that is very unique and very special is they have a save search feature. So if you, for instance, wanted to search 2018 Prism Fast Break Blue Luka Doncic, and you plug that into your Alt search and you saved it, it will search not only the Alt auctions, but it will also search eBay. It will search Card Hobby. It will search Fanatics. It will search Golden. It will search other platforms. So every morning you're going to get an email if anything pings that save search. So just like you save your searches with eBay, it would make more sense for you to get on Alt, which is free, save your searches on Alt. That way, if any cards meet your search criteria on any of these platforms that I have mentioned, you'll get an email in the morning letting you know, and you could jump right on there and grab it. And who knows, maybe somebody put your Luka Doncic Fast Break Blue Prism at a very low buy it now price, and you might get it because it's on Card Hobby, whereas somebody else might not get it because their search was only in eBay. That's it. It is an awesome Friday. I can't wait to get out of town, spend some family time, and watch some little kids soccer stuff. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. I hope this gets your weekend off to a great start in and out of the hobby. Obviously, your comments are imperative, crucial, and I implore you to use the comments section to help educate me and the viewers. Anything I missed or got wrong, let me know. Be productive. Be polite about it. I'm doing my best here. Just don't shoot the messenger. Let me know, was that triple autograph card that I showed? In fact, let me go back to it real quick. Is this a freaking sticker auto or not? And if it's a sticker auto, how in the hell does the autograph go over Kobe's shoulder? Or maybe is it a sticker for one but not the other? I honestly, I really don't know. So somebody out there who does know, share it with us so we can all be on the same page. But it did a huge number last night, nonetheless, sticker or no sticker. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.